Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lisa's Losing It. Okay, hello, my friends. It has been a hot minute since I've been with you, and I wanted to update you. There's a little different scenery here because I'm on the couch, so I have my stack of boxes behind me that I have to go into the wood burner, and I've got my buddy Shadow. He's with me too. But I wanted to check in with you today because today is the day before my surgery. Yes. This month has been a hot mess from pretty much beginning to end. I and my squeaky couch. Okay, and what happened is I'm diabetic, okay? And I'm on three medications for my diabetes. One is metformin, one is Farxiga, and one is Ozempic. So my doctor had told me to keep taking these medications up to my surgery and then stop taking them. Okay, great. Well, Labor Day week, pardon me, Labor Day weekend, that Saturday, I woke up in the morning and went, oh, this is not good. I think I'm getting a urinary tract infection. Now, I've suffered from these my entire life. So this is kind of like, okay, next. And figured, okay, I would just, make my way through it. And I would drink lots of cranberry juice and take Azo. And we had some Cipro sitting around the house from a previous infection that one of us had. I have no idea. And so I started taking that. Well, Saturday it got worse and worse and worse and worse. And I mean, it was really bad. And Sunday it was horrific. I mean, just not good. Can't do anything. I was in so much pain and couldn't understand why I was not getting at least a little bit of relief from everything that I was doing. Monday, Labor Day, I literally had tears in my eyes as I'm messaging my doctor on Facebook and saying, I am so sorry. I don't want to reach out to you this way, but I have no alternative right now. And so she called me and we talked for a minute. She goes, okay, I'm going to call in a script for you for Bactrim and we'll go from there. She goes, if it does not start getting better, she goes, go to the emergency room tomorrow. She goes, because Farxiga can cause this. And I went, okay, well, that was my clue to stop taking the Farxiga, right? So I stopped taking the Farxiga. Tuesday, it was not better. And so we went to the emergency room. They did a urine test. They did a blood test and said, yes, you have a urinary tract infection and, we're going to give you something for the pain and we're going to send you home. They gave me Toradol, a shot of Toradol and a prescription for Tramadol. Now, I know nothing about painkillers at all. Literally, dumbest person on the face of the earth. So I'm like, okay, fine. So, it had let up just a tiny bit with the shot. And so we picked up the script on the way home. We came home. Wednesday, no better. No better at all. I was in so much pain. And so on Thursday, I woke up in the morning and said, I can't keep doing this. And so we went to the emergency room again. Yeah. And there they did another urine test. They did a CT scan, because of course, it must be kidney stones or something. No, it wasn't. It turns out that it was a UTI that was caused from the Farxiga. And it was the worst thing I've ever had in my entire life. Just horrible, horrible pain. Doubled up in pain. Could not get any relief at all. Could not sleep. Could not sit. Could not stand. Couldn't do anything, Oh, gosh. Okay, so they gave me a prescription for Flexerol. I'm like, Flexerol? Really? And 600 milligram ibuprofen. And said, yep, okay, it'll start getting better. I promise it'll start getting better. So by Friday, I was feeling better. The pain had subsided quite a bit from where it was. But then, because all those muscles relaxed, I somehow pinched a nerve in my back. And I'm like, I can't catch a break. I can't catch a break. So literally the first 2.5 weeks of this month, I was down for the count. I could not work. I couldn't do anything. If you're familiar with my other channel, then you know that, there were no videos practically. It was a really, really rough couple of weeks. So then we hit this week. This is surgery week, you guys. Tomorrow is my surgery. So all of this is going on, mind you, while I start my pre-op diet. Do you remember that epic menu plan that I did? Epic menu plan. I ate the day one menu plan every day of the pre-op diet. every single day because I could not stand there to make my meals. Okay. So the easiest thing for me to do was the refried beans with the chicken. And then, the other stuff was all, grab and go. But I did that every single day for the pre-op diet up until yesterday. Yesterday was a partial liquid diet, meaning of all the bizarre things, I could have sugar-free pudding, I could have sugar-free yogurt, I could have bone broth, and protein shakes, 3 to 4 protein shakes. I had 3. And I had sugar-free chocolate pudding, which is not all it's cracked up to be. No. But that was my consumption for yesterday. Today is strictly liquid diet. Today is at least 32 ounces of water. I will have surpassed that before it hits noon. 32 ounces of some sugary beverage, like not pop, but like apple juice. So I got apple juice. And that will be gone by the end of the night. And I'm also drinking bone broth because it was 58 degrees when I got up this morning and I'm cold. I'm wearing a hoodie, you can see. The hoodie may be the uniform moving forward for a little while because I'm freezing. So today, that's all I'm consuming today is bone broth, water, and apple juice. Fun. But I'm finishing packing my bag and getting ready for all of that. I have been poring over my book, right? I sat down with Phil because I'm like, I need, this is the book. This is where you find the stuff. So today is the clear transparent 24, so I can't drink anything that has purple or red in it. And it gives you some sample stuff. But I'm just doing what I do. So my surgery's been scheduled. I have my surgery. This is a list of things to pack. So I've got my bag almost completely packed. I just realized I had to put socks in there because my feet are freezing. And I have to pack up that APAP machine. Okay. Full disclosure, that APAP machine is going back to the medical supply company when I'm done. Because no, not going to happen. I have lost way too much sleep. So, pardon me. After midnight tonight, I can only take little sips of water up until my surgery. And they're going to call me at some point today to let me know what time I have to be there for my surgery. So we're going to drive down tomorrow, whatever time is according, because it takes us about 2 hours to get there. And Phil has to stay until after my surgery. The surgery is only supposed to last about an hour, and then he can come back home. My neighbor is going to come in and put the dogs out and whatnot, and she's on call if I need her to put the chickens away, before the end of the night. Everybody else is going to be more than fine. But then he's going to come back, get some sleep, and then come back down the next day so that he can pick me up to come home sometime early afternoon. So by tomorrow night, I'll be home. No, by Thursday night, I'll be home. By tomorrow night, I'll be in the hospital. I stay overnight in the hospital Wednesday because they have you drink, pardon me, barium to make sure that your stomach's not leaking, So, okay, great. I'm sorry, coughing all of a sudden. But that's where I'm at. And then we have the list of stuff that I can do afterwards and the list of stuff that I can't do afterwards. Hang on. Have a drink of water. Stop the cough. Okay. So, we're going to be following along with all of that. We picked up, what was it? There was something, I have to walk to get the air out because I'm listening to a lot of people that are right in the middle of doing all of this. And they said that there's varying degrees of who has the most pain, Some people have no pain at all other than the gas pain, and the gas pain is pretty intense because when they cut you open, air gets in there, So I'm kind of counting on the fact that I'm going to have the gas pain pretty intense. But they say to walk, and that helps it go. And then my doctor actually told me that rocking in a rocking chair will also help it to move on. So I'll be bringing in one of the rocking chairs from the front porch. Yes. Things to look out for, all of that kind of stuff. And what to do and what not to do as far as your incisions. And then, so for the first 2 days, for 1 to 2 days after the surgery. So I'm going to be doing the same liquid diet, basically, that I'm doing today. It's water, sugar-free, non-carbonated drinks. Oh, but I can have protein drinks, broth, herbal, decaf, tea and coffee, I can have sugar-free gelatin. So Phil picked up a bunch of that. We already had some, but he picked up more. And sugar-free popsicles. So yay. You know, that's an option, because the main thing is going to be making sure that I keep drinking. I don't want to dehydrate after after the surgery. Watch out for signs of dehydration. I really need to watch out for that. And so that's for 2 days. And then for 2 weeks after that, I'm so excited. Okay. For 2 weeks after that, it is a full liquid diet is what they're saying. But check this out. The full liquid diet is protein, liquids, and soft foods. So it's a low sugar, low fat protein drink. It's a low fat or fat-free skim milk. It's low sugar soy milk. Not my thing. Blended split pea, bean, or lentil soup. I'm so excited because the first day of fall is the 22nd, which is the day I'm coming home after surgery. And it's like, to welcome in fall, the temperature is plummeting. So I am going to be wanting something warm besides, you know, bone broth. So I'll have bone broth for the first couple days, and then I get to have soup. Soup, my friends, I get to have soup. Low sugar or low fat, fat-free yogurt with no solid pieces in it. Sugar-free pudding, again. And low fat or fat-free cottage cheese. Okay. I really looked forward to the chicken and the beans heated up with the taco seasoning, because it was the only hot meal I was getting, you know. And that looks like it's kind of going to be the same part with the soup. It really does. I can also have tomato soup, tomato or vegetable juice, instant mashed potatoes. It's okay to use flavored varieties without solid pieces, or to add low-fat or fat-free gravy. Yes. Low sugar hot cereals like oatmeal grits, cream of wheat, thinned with liquid. So I get hot food. I'm going to be very excited about that. But all in all, I have to tell you that my overall experience thus far with the pre-op diet and everything has been, you know, it could have just been the fact that I was so sick for most of it, but it really wasn't difficult. The hardest part was standing there making it, you know. So I'm super excited about that. And I'm super excited about soup. Crazy excited about soup, actually. And the cooler temperatures. I'm ready for cooler temperatures. Now, I have a weight restriction. I cannot lift any more than 10 pounds for 4 weeks after the surgery. And somebody somewhere told me that a gallon of milk weighs 8 pounds. Just about broke my heart. So I'm kind of setting myself up, making sure I've got what I need where I need it, so I don't have to, you know, I'm not bothering Phil. I don't want to feel like I'm bothering Phil. He is doing so much with me being so sick at the beginning of the month, and then the surgery afterwards. He has taken on so much that I don't want to be an extra burden for goofy stuff. So I'm trying to get all that stuff set up ahead of time. And I think I've done pretty good. So those are, that is where I'm at. The surgery is tomorrow. Now, something kind of exciting, maybe, I don't know. But the place that I have found an amazing amount of support, encouragement, and information, which you have to weed through just like you do anything else, is TikTok for the bariatric community. The bariatric community on TikTok is amazing. And so I created a TikTok account with Lisa's Losing It that's also there. And I will be checking in from the hospital there. I will be checking in, you know, on the way home from there as I feel like it. I honestly have no expectations of what I'm going to feel like immediately after, or, you know, on the way home, or that overnight. I hate not sleeping in my own bed, but I have no expectations of exactly how I'm going to feel, because it seems to vary so drastically between everybody that does it. So I figure I'll just do short stints in there going, hey, I'm here. So if you are on TikTok, I'm there. Lisa's Losing It. And I'll be updating on there also. But then probably on Friday, I will do my best to get on here and update you guys on how I'm doing and how it all went. And then we'll just keep going from there. Everybody says, are you nervous? And I'm not nervous. And I hesitate to say excited, but I'm not nervous because this is a decision that has been a long time in the making. Oops. And I I feel like I'm finally at that part in my life where I could do this, you know? So I've been working up to it for a long time, and I've been working up to it this entire year. And I was joking with my doctor, and I said, she goes, you know, she said the same thing. She goes, "Are you excited?" I said, I don't know what I am, you know? I said, but I do know that I'm going to see 73, and I expect you to be there too. And so she started laughing. She goes, "I love a challenge. You're on." I said, "Okay, good." Because we're roughly the same age. Um, so she has been an amazing support, amazing support. And I know that one of the local people that I said was on the Facebook group for this, um, he reached out to me when he realized that I was in the group, and he had it last November. And he has said, "If you have any questions, just give me a holler." You know, I'm like, "Thank you very, very much." So he has been very happy with the entire process, and I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm not like, "Ooh, I'm going shopping," excited, you know, but I'm excited for this new stage in my life. I'm excited for better health. I'm excited for how much more I'm going to be able to do, and things that I'm going to be able to tackle. I think the hard part for me is the patience for a month afterwards, you know, and I can't even do, you know, I told you I was doing Supernatural. I can't even do that until a month afterwards. I have to get clearance first because of the stretching and the bending and the, you know, all that stuff. So basically all I can do is walk. So I'll be walking around my yard. I have 6 acres. That's not a bad deal. But basically that's all I can do until I get clearance. And then I can start doing Supernatural and all of that fun stuff. Walking in the winter on my road is not an option because let alone right directly in front of our house, it's all tree covered. And so it's an ice rink. It's an absolute ice rink, and it's dangerous. So I'm going to be doing indoor stuff, and I don't have space. I guess I could have better thought out when we remodeled how to do it, but I don't have space for something like a treadmill, and I'm not necessarily all gung ho for going to the gym. You know, I'd rather stay home. So I will do different things here. You know, there's walking programs on YouTube. If you haven't seen those, they're not as easy as you would think. So definitely, I recommend the walk at home programs that you can find on YouTube. And I'll have my Supernatural, and we'll keep going and working from there. I am down. Pardon me. I didn't weigh myself yesterday, and I haven't weighed myself today, and I'm not going to. I'll weigh myself in the morning before we leave. But I know that I've already lost 8 pounds just from the pre-op diet. I think the hardest part for me is that I had the infection. It was pretty significant, and I had the pre-op diet, which keeps you like around 800 to 900 calories. So I was not intaking a lot of calories while I'm recouping, which made me feel kind of weak, you know. But today I actually feel pretty good, other than being kind of cold. I'm feeling pretty good, so I think this is going to be wonderful, and I'm really happy. And so I thank all of you for your support and your encouragement and your ideas, the emails. I love them. And I will, like I said, do my best to check back in on Friday here on YouTube. But if you are on TikTok, Lisa's Losing It. I'm on there too. And you can check out kind of like the daily progress there. And I'll just keep working with you guys. I'm looking forward to starting to eat regular food again, actually. Hot food, mainly hot food. I'm kind of over yogurt at the moment, and but I love cottage cheese, so life is good there. But I'm not complaining because, you know, I still like it, so it's still good. I'm cold. Did I mention I'm cold? You all are wonderful. Okay, cross your fingers, wish me luck. Everything's going to be fantastic, and I will catch you on the other side of the surgery.